This is how important sometimes these fib levels are, guys. 61%, 618 right there to the dollar. Bounce. You know, you might think, okay, if I buy here, where am I going to take profits? You need to take a look at where the highest resistance is, right? One of the highest resistance here on Ethereum, just by looking at consolidation, you know, maybe VPVR is a little bit over clustered. So, you know, if there's too much noise on the VPVR and you don't know where to look at it, you would probably just, you know, get it out of the way. Look for other confluence, other resistance zones. And basically, there's one right here at the $3,300. This is where we touch now, okay? It's easy to say once we touched. But, yeah, if you do hit that level, you would be searching for major resistance zones. And you can clearly see here that this is a major resistance and support level right there. You did also touched it here with the wick on the 4th of December. So it's definitely an area that's going to be very hard for Ethereum to break through, right, on the first attempt. Now, yes, that's already happened. I'm already explaining my potential scenario where if we do get some kind of reaction here at the 2,800, it might be a good long opportunity. It is almost definitely that we are going to hit that major resistance here again at the $3,300 range, in my opinion. Okay, so major bounce. Very likely that, in my opinion, will be a very good trade. Very hard to break through this major support level. That is going to be my take, guys. Now, like I said, I want to see some kind of reaction. I want to see some kind of massive wicks, okay? Big long shadow. Seeing the bulls fighting and defending this range, okay? And here's where I potentially going to, you know, get extremely bullish. So that's my take here on Ethereum. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is losing the level here. Losing this level right now of support. We're talking about the $4,160. And it looks like that this Gartley pattern is going to play out right now. It looks like that this Gartley is going to play out. And we are going to hit that $40,600 range right there in the next coming hours potentially. We are just losing support. It's going to have a little bit of a cascade effect, in my opinion. This is what usually happens. So we are maybe going to see this volatility live right now. And yeah, let me just go here quickly through the comment section. Because S&P 500 looks bearish and horrible. I think it is February level. It is Feb level 41,400. I'm not sure what you are on about. I think S&P 500 looks pretty good, in my opinion. I think we have bullish rest of the week, okay, in my opinion. All right. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I see a potential butterfly pattern. You know, why are you bearish right over here? Why are you bearish right over here? You would have to be bearish, you know, up here. You would have to be bearish up here. If we hit this level, I'm going to be bearish. I'm bullish here, you know. We are in an uptrend still here on the S&P. We could still see volatility to the downside. It could happen, but, you know, I am bullish on S&P right now. It is true that we are going down, but we need to look for those potential, you know, bounces after being so bearish. You want to look for those bounces, right? And it is very likely you might have that bounce at these levels. I mean, if you are bullish here and you are bearish here, yeah, you need to find a plan, definitely. So let's take a look at the comment section. But it has the same head and shoulder pattern for me. Says, why did it have? it has the same head and shoulder pattern for me. What head and shoulder pattern? You talking about Bitcoin? Hello from Austria. How are you, Andy, my man? I am doing very well, Mike. Thank you for joining the stream. Matic collapsing. Can you tell a support level, please? Yeah, let's take a look at Matic. Let's take a look at. All right, these other ones aren't doing too bad. I was looking at Metis. Metis doing fine. Layer 2 guys, this Metis is going to go to a couple of $1,000 in my opinion. Not financial advice. Let's take a look at Matic collapsing. I think $1.80 and $2 is major support. You know, this could come to the $1.80 easily and still look pretty healthy. This could still look pretty healthy, okay? It's not going to be easy, guys, to ride this. If Bitcoin goes sub $40,000 in the next coming couple of days, yeah, it's definitely going to come to $1.80 if Bitcoin goes below $40,000. In my opinion, it will have a little bit of that effect. So the $1.80 would be an extreme good buy zone in my opinion. Okay guys, this doesn't mean it needs to hold. We might be crashing down to $1, but by looking at this chart, okay, what happened, you know, what happened 2 days ago, not 2 days ago, but a couple of days ago, a few days ago, where a lot of people were, you know, Matic, you know, it's absolutely insane how Twitter explodes when yeah, you have Matic, you know, this was a couple of weeks ago actually. Matic all-time high, you know, we're going to the moon. Matic is going to go to $10, blah, 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 all of this. Yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. When everybody's, you know, a little bit too bearish, it's a good sign. So $1.80 is likely if Bitcoin's going to hit sub $40,000. And it might be a very good buy zone, guys. Now, my eyes are on Bitcoin because I have a strategy here on Bitcoin. And that strategy is to once Bitcoin hits these levels that we are talking about. Okay, let me just get this fibs out of the way. Hang on a second, right over here. Like I said, this is what I'm kind of expecting. You know, the spring point might come sooner. It might not take, you know, it might not be next week. It might be, you know, in between, before the end of this week, where we might hit, you know, 40,000, 39, 37. It's going to look very scary, guys. It will look scary. And that will be the moment where you are going to have altcoins such as Matic, you know, potentially hitting $1.80 or $1.70 and getting a massive wick. And that is maybe going to be a very good long opportunity, okay? Long opportunity or buy Matic for the hold, okay? Where I do see a bounce from that level. That is my personal opinion, guys. Remember, Matic can be traded on Bybit, okay? You get the best bonus available. We're having a little bit of a bounce right now on Bitcoin. Yeah, you get the best bonus available on Bybit, up to $4,100 worth of bonus. So make sure to take advantage of that bonus down below on Bybit. You also got an insane bonus on Prime XBT, guys. It's still it's got the bonus right now of 7% added to your deposit. So you deposit $1,000, you're getting $70. You deposit $10,000, you're getting $700 on top of that. So you can trade with those $700 if you wish. If you deposit $10,000, just trade with the bonus. Let's take a look at what can we take a look at? Okay, Solana's not looking too good. Solana's not looking too good. Let's take a look at Solana, one of the favorites from a lot of people. Solana. I did have a chart here with some different support levels and resistance. Yeah, the other scenario here that we were talking about Solana is coming all the way down to in between $115 and $130. This is very, very likely a zone where we are going to get potentially a very, very good bounce because of this support area. VPVR, not too much VPVR here, not too much volume profile, and we can take a look at some fib levels also from the low to the high. Extreme volatility would be coming down to the $112 range, low $100 range. I think is a very, very good level. If we do see some reaction, some consolidation around that level, it is going to be a very, very good buy signal. Remember, Bitcoin may be dropping below the September low. If that does happen, it's going to be a very, very good buying opportunity for a strong altcoin projects. Now, I'm not sure what is going on with Solana. I know they did have some issues with their network. Yeah, I'm not sure how Solana is doing actually with all of that. But overall, if we do have that consolidation right there, it's going to be a very, very good buy zone in my opinion. You know, between $115 and $130. That is my opinion here on Solana. Let's go here and take a look. Let's take a look at the comment section. Right, ADA, please. Let's take a look at ADA straight away. You really think that Bitcoin is going to rise? Definitely in the future. Definitely in the future. It can drop short term, of course. Yeah, I think, like I said, you know, this is what I think, guys. This is what I think. You know, I think it is obviously likely that we are going to see lower levels, like I've explained on the latest videos. We got two potential targets. I've got the $40,600, $40,800 range right there, where I'm going to take most of my profits on my trade, because we might get a massive bounce from this level. And we've also got the extremely bearish case scenario, which is a alt bat right there. Okay, this is a harmonic pattern, and this harmonic pattern can take us all the way down to the $37,000 range. Now, if that happens, I'm going to be extremely bullish at $37,000. This is a 4-hourly harmonic pattern right there, alt bat it's called. If we come down there, we've got harmonic pattern right there being bullish at $37,000 range. Okay, it's very, very volatile. It might be 36.5, it might be 37.2. You have to have a range because of the volatility. And we got the harmonic pattern. What else have we got at that $37,000 range? We got this insane support right there. Okay, we need to zoom out, analyze the chart, see a lot of confluence. So harmonic pattern, massive support there from August, from the retracement. We also got fib levels from the July low to the November high. It is also round about that 78% level. We were talking about the 37.8. So, you know, we can always dip down below. If we close the daily above, there's going to be volatility at that level. That range is almost guaranteed to get some kind of reaction because of all of these different scenarios, right? The more you connect, the better, right? The more you connect, the better. So yeah, we've got a few things already there that does indicate that Bitcoin will get a bounce at that level. So I am going to have some long orders there just in case, personally. Because it won't be easy. This is the moment where you will have just a massive wick, okay, and you won't come back down there. You might have a slightly lower dead cat bounce scenario, but it might be very, very likely you're not going to retest that low. That will be the low where you bounce off from. That's only my personal opinion, guys, okay? Let's take a look at thanks for the TA, Andy. Crypto Fire, you're very welcome, my man. Let's go to 400 likes, says Joseph. Yes! 600 of us watching right now. Absolutely insane, guys. This is absolutely incredible. It's been really, yeah, YouTube hasn't been performing too well the last couple of weeks. So 600 watching almost. That is absolutely insane, guys. If you can scroll down and smash up that like button, that's absolutely insane. Good support for me here. And I will be continuing doing these videos and live streams every single day if you enjoy them. Let's take a look at some more cryptos. Nasty S&P 500 open. Yeah, says Arthur. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're having a little bit of a drop there on the S&P 500. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty bullish at this range. Pretty bullish here for the rest of the week, potentially. And yeah, this is not having a good reaction on Bitcoin, I think, even though Bitcoin and the stocks haven't been really correlated too much lately. Let's take a look at ADA. Okay. Let's take a look at altcoins. I know a lot of people want to take a look at altcoins. Okay, enough of S&P and enough of Bitcoin. But like I said, guys, altcoins will be dragged down, especially if the dominance goes up. Wow, look at this. Look at this, guys. Massive rejection on ADA here. Massive rejection. Wow, it's incredible because we did close a daily, but we did not close above the wick. Okay, this is very important. All right, we do have that level. This level over here is the $1.50, right? Where you did have an attempt right there. And yeah, you basically had an attempt yesterday, basically, and you did not manage to break above the high. Now that would be the next major thing for ADA, right? So, you know, just zooming in here. This is what you got. You know, you got consistent lower highs right there, lower highs. You know, you need to get above that last lower high to start becoming bullish for a potential new uptrend, right? To potentially create a higher low. That did not happen, so we're going to leave a major level here to break for Cardano. Right here, we need to break that range just there. In the next time we attempt to break it, as soon as you break this range, it's going to be looking very bullish for Cardano. So a potential retest to the low $1 range is on the way for Cardano. Now, a good thing on Cardano, you know, volume was pretty good to the upside. Yeah, but it's going to have a pretty nasty drop by the looks of things. If Bitcoin does come down, yeah, stay cautious with Cardano. Avax, Andy, please. Right, let's take a look at Avalanche straight away. Phantom also. VeChain, right. Avax US dollar. Is Avax at the $75 range? This looks like a pretty nasty pattern right there. Avalanche on Avalanche. I do not like it one bit. Do not like it one bit because if we are forming this descending triangle, we need to break resistance from the lower highs. It's not looking good at all, guys. Not looking good. Especially if this lower high right there, this one, I mean, we didn't even come up to retest, you know, the $105 range. We just got, you know, a touch at one of the last wicks here on the daily, just right there, just a touch, straight back down. So you got that support turning into resistance straight away and back down. You know, I would have thought that at least you would have had a little bit of a more of a run up and then come down. So yeah, Avalanche looking a little bit weak at this moment. When could you become bullish on Avalanche? Well, just like the level that I've marked over here, you know, if you do form a kind of a double bottom here in the next coming days, right there, and if you do manage to break, okay, by the end of June, this major lower high, there has been support also. You break above the trend line also. This trend line must be on the 4 hourly, but we can connect the wicks here on the daily, so it might be something like that. But it must have been created on the 4 hourly closes. So you can either use you can either put a trend line on the candle closes or on the wicks. Yeah, basically this was on the 4 hourly closes. So that's my take on Avalanche. I think Avalanche, it's almost inevitable that we are going to retest the $75. We want to see a bounce from this level. We do want to see a bounce from this level on Avalanche, from that $75, because the structure is not looking good. It's a very, very bearish structure right there. But I would become bullish if we do see a massive wick here, okay, a potential long shadow right there, retesting the lows. Then we are potentially, you know, if we do see the bulls step in here, which is very, very likely, I think it's, you know, it's going to happen once you retest these lows. You're not going to break it, you know, and have a massive drop, in my opinion. Very, very unlikely. If you drop and have these nice, you know, bullish wicks, I would become very, very bullish. You are going to get a pretty nice bounce there, very, very likely, and retest some resistance. And if that happens, you could potentially be forming, you know, a nice potential descending wedge right over there. So, you know, breaking this $75 to $70 range, and you are going to get a very, very nice bounce. I would become bullish right there. I wouldn't become bearish. Remember, guys, yeah, breakout trading here, I would say 80% of the times does not work in crypto, okay? So if you're thinking that you are breaking support here and you are going to come to very, very low levels very, very fast, no, it's very, very unlikely. It's very, very likely that this is going to be a liquidity grab and you are going to have that bounce. So that's my take on Avalanche. Falling narrow wedge, says Zaya. Potentially on Avalanche, maybe. Nearly 400 likes. We've passed the 400 likes. Thank you, you legends. You are the best, guys. Thank you very much. IOTX, please, and thank you, says Lauren. Absolutely. Let's take a look at IOTX here. One of my favorite members, Lauren. She is here supporting always. Yeah, nothing has changed here, basically. Nothing has changed, basically, on IOTX. Large consolidation. You know the deal. If you have been an old subscriber from me, keeping it ultra simple, you know, you might think that we are going to break these levels. It is possible, but I see this as a large consolidation, right? It's going to be a large consolidation, just like we had this large consolidation right there at these levels. I think IOTX is creating something similar to what we created back here, right? So what I think is going to happen, just because of the massive volume that is going to potentially support us. Now, if these entities right here start selling here, then yeah, you're going to get that drop, okay? But looking at the probabilities of price action and volume, we are getting supported here from that daily close, which is exactly at, you know, 10-cent range, just having that slight consolidation at the top of this major candle with this volume. I think IOTX, not much to trade in the immediate short term because we're just ranging, you know, sideways. So not much to analyze. It's better to take a look at the daily and see what could happen in the next coming weeks. And just for a quick example, I think something very similar to this is potentially happening. All right, just because we are consolidating above major support. think something like this, right there, but in a wider, right, where you do have this kind of price action like that. And it's just going to be boring for a long time. At least, you know, maybe another week or another 2 weeks before you see some type of reaction. So that's what I got for IOTX. Usually when you retest support, you know, a lot of the times you finally break it, but I do not see this as a pattern that we are going to break down, right? I think we just are going to have a long consolidation, right, like we did have here, right? That is my take here on IOTX. So no Lambos, bro. We're trying by the dealership. Who is talking to me right now? Right, let's take a look. Let's scroll down. Scroll down here in the comment section. Let's take a look. I love you, Andy. Take a look at DOT, please. Right, okay. Yeah, love you too. Let's take a look at DOT. Right, I got a lot of stuff here. I just feel like cleaning this chart right now. There's a lot of stuff. I can't remember now what we were taking a look at on Polkadot. I know that, well, we had this descending wedge. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly, zoom in a little bit. Descending wedge right there. We can take that out of the way. Too many things here. Right. What can we take a look at here on Polkadot? We are maybe forming a larger descending wedge right there. We had a small descending wedge here, right? That played out pretty nicely. Broke resistance, went to the top of the wedge. Oh yeah, we went to that $30 range that we were talking about here from the breakout. And are we now getting, you know, heavily rejected here from this lower high resistance right there? We got this low, this low, this low, this low. Do they connect together? They kind of do. Yeah, we might. I mean, this is very similar to the price action that happened right here in June and August, right? Not the same, but there is some similarities right there, where it looks extremely bearish. Everybody's extremely bearish, and then you have that pop out. So I think Polkadot could get a massive bounce at the $21-22 if we do get down there as support, like a spring point. Okay, if that spring point comes in the next couple of days for Bitcoin, it's going to happen for a lot of these altcoins. And yeah, let me just take a look here. I'm going to take this wick from the 7th of September. Let me just take a look at another chart, see if we got that wick from the 7th of September. Yes, it is there. Right. I think this wick is going to be very important. Massive volume also on this wick, which is good. So I'm just going to get here a ray horizontal and put it right there. Okay, because that is going to be definitely, we're going to have some type of reaction there. Very likely. Very likely we're going to get some reaction on that lower part of the wick. And it's got high volume, which is enough. And it would be the low from these. Okay, so we've got one wick there. We've got that wick with high volume. I've got the lower part and put this ray horizontal. Just like the price did get some reaction from this low part right over here, right? You did get some reaction at the low of the wick and got a bounce. And we got these lower lows right there.